Accordance 12.2. This podcast is at the basic level. It requires some knowledge of Accordance Bible software, but no knowledge of Hebrew or of Greek. I'm really excited to introduce our latest update to Accordance, Accordance 12.2. It offers a number of new features and some enhancement of existing features. Like all our updates, it's free to those who already own Accordance 12. Just use Accordance's Check for App Update. The Check for App Update is under the Accordance menu on a Mac, while Windows users will find it under their Windows Utilities menu. If you'd prefer to have Accordance automatically check for updates, use Preferences, select Updates, and Automatically Check for Application Updates. I set mine to check daily and to automatically download. Windows users, remember, you will find your preferences under the Edit menu. And let me encourage those of you who already own Accordance 12 and haven't yet updated to update now. Accordance 12.12 includes an array of new features and improvements. Under the category of new features, we have a new internal web browser, support for the tagged Arabic Quran, the ability to merge highlight files, new Accordance links, and support for Apple's handoff. 12.2 also improves some existing features, like paper and stacks, program localization, the picture popover, the syntax tree, ETCBC searching, and the info pane. Let's take a quick look at each of them. New features. Accordance 12.2 now includes its own internal web browser. That means we can access Accordance help without leaving the program. We can add a new browser tab by clicking the plus sign in any tab header, or using New Web Browser under the File menu. Contextual help is available anywhere we see this button. We can also directly open a URL in any Accordance tool, like this one in this collection of manuscript images. Once on the web page, we can then choose any word, like this Greek word, and search our Accordance resources for it. Accordance is pleased to offer our customers a fully tagged Arabic Quran, along with a number of English translations. The text is morphologically tagged, as we can see from the information in Instant Details, and searchable by all the normal Accordance methods. This required our programmers to add a tagging system for the Arabic language and to make a number of changes to allow for the variable size of some Arabic letters. Enjoy! Another feature in Accordance 12.2 is the ability to merge highlight files. Simply open Highlights, select Merge from the Action menu, then select the highlight files you'd like to merge. Accordance 12.2 also features a new style of Accordance links. The old links look like this. The new links have a different prefix and several advantages. They work exactly as before inside Accordance. However, they also work outside of Accordance in any program or website that supports URL links. That includes Facebook and Twitter. Links in other programs on an iPhone or iPad go to the Accordance mobile if it's installed. Links in other programs on a computer or an iPhone, iPad without Accordance installed initially go to the Accordance website. There, clicking View in Accordance will take current users to Accordance on their computer. Those who don't currently own the program can click New to Accordance and download it. In either case, people who don't have a specific resource are given the opportunity to purchase it. Finally, Accordance 12.2 also now supports Apple's handoff feature. Handoff allows us to stop reading on one device, then pick up at the same place on another device. This feature requires Bluetooth LE 4.0. Here are the devices that support it. In addition, computers must be running Mac OS 10.10, that's Yosemite, or later, and have Accordance 12.2 installed. Mobile devices must be running at least iOS 8 and have Accordance 2.6 installed. If your devices meet those requirements, you can access this feature. Here's how to set up Handoff. Open your Mac System Preferences and click on General. Then check allow handoff between this Mac and your iCloud devices. Remember, our devices must be linked to the same iCloud account for handoff to work. On the iPhone or iPad, go to Settings, select General, then Handoff, and just turn the switch on. There, now you're set. Improvements. There are actually 3 different improvements to Paper and Stacks. First, Paper and Stacks now sync between computers via Dropbox. Just select Syncing in Accordance Preferences and check the new categories. Second, we can now export papers in DocX file format. Click on a paper to make it the active tab, then select Save as Text File and DocX under the File menu. Finally, Paper now supports user-created endnotes. This last one is best explained with a video. Accordance 12.2 also adds a way to make user endnotes in Paper. There are 2 methods. Both methods require us to select a text field. The first is to right-click where we want to insert an endnote, then choose Add Endnote. A new edit window appears. We type our endnote into it, then click outside the window to save it. Another way to create an endnote after selecting the insertion point is to click the asterisk in the paper header. Likewise, there are 2 ways to edit an existing endnote. The first requires selecting the text field. Move the cursor over the endnote superscript until it changes into a pencil. Click, and the edit window will reappear. We can then make the edit and click outside the window to save it. Alternately, we can display the endnote field and just select its text field directly. Editing then proceeds as before. Accordance 12.2 has also made 2 improvements to program localization. The first, which you can see here, is that Chinese simplified localization is now complete. Here's a sample workspace. As you can see, the Accordance menus and labels are all in Chinese. We trust that this will be a great help to our Chinese-speaking customers. The second improvement is that Accordance 12.2 also allows us to switch the localization, that's the interface language, for Accordance without switching that of our system. The new preference is under Appearance. Selecting Default for the interface language allows the system to set it, just as before. Alternately, we can now select one of the other localizations in this drop-down menu. Accordance does require us to restart it for this change to take effect. We've also improved the picture pop-up window. We can still move to the previous or next picture by clicking the arrow at either side of the picture. However, the navigation box is now a bit different. In it, we can click buttons to zoom in or out, open it in a picture zone, or enter or exit the new full screen mode, which looks like this. Press Escape to close the full screen and return to the picture thumbnail. Here's a sample of some of the improvements we've made in our syntax, with the syntax tree from Accordance 12.1 on the left and that of Accordance 12.2 on the right. Here are the differences. First, simpler syntactical constructs are now more compact, rather than stretching the entire width of the pane. Second, antecedents are now connected by a gray line, rather than asking users to match similar numbers. Third, the flags marking hit words no longer have stems, and they point to the word in question. They switch direction depending on whether the language is left to right, like Greek, or right to left, like Hebrew. There's also a new preference that allows users to limit the syntactical search depth to the clause boundaries. As long as we're talking about syntax, I should mention that we've improved construct searching for the ETCBC. We've made 2 changes. First, when searching for words in a phrase, the depth measurement now ignores any intervening subphrase. Second, when searching for a word in a syntax tag in the same column, Accordance also ignores any intervening subphrase. The search shown in this screenshot is an example of the latter. Finally, Accordance 12.2 includes 3 improvements to the info pane. A new custom category called My Toolset. We can add any tool to the info pane by using this action button, as shown in this screenshot. Second, searches of non-reference tools, like grammars, can now include the verse reference for greater accuracy. Finally, the info pane now displays the hit paragraph for non-reference tools instead of the article. We can toggle that setting by pressing the Command, Mac, or Control, PC key, to show the article for context. There it is, Accordance 12.2. In addition to these new features and improvements, we've added a host of smaller fixes and eliminated some really interesting bugs. All of this is free for those who own Accordance 12. If you're one of the few who haven't yet upgraded, this is a great time to do so. This has been Dr. J for Accordance Bible Software. Thank you for watching this episode of Lighting the Lamp.